effort, I think, to divide people against each other. And unfortunately, you see that the consequence of that, to tell us that some group or another group have to be counterposed because there's not enough for all of us. I am Arab, I'm also African.
A lot of politicians try to keep us in a heightened state of emotion or emotionally attached to their candidacy by way of our African ancestry, and that African ancestry being connected to enslavement here in the United States of America. But elderly Black people really don't have a connection with an Egyptian family that immigrated to America from Africa. That doesn't connect them to us. These people often try to keep our people in some sort of heightened state of emotion because of our history here in the United States and not their history. And I'm not talking about the global banditry that America is accused of or participates in. Whatever the case may be, we don't have to stay in a heightened state of emotion for other people's causes. I'll explain further. Let's get into it. Politician on the screen is Abdul El-Sayed. He is Egyptian by heritage, by his family. His parents immigrated to the United States from Egypt. Egypt is located on the continent of Africa. Egyptians are well known in history, right? Most people have heard of pyramids. They've heard of King Tut. We've seen the writings of hieroglyphics. You know, the Egyptians were known for mummifying their greats. They're known for some great things. So if someone's Egyptian and from Africa, they should be proud of it, right? This guy is successful. He's an epidemiologist. He's a medical doctor. He's running for senator. A federal senator seat has opened up in Michigan, and he's the Democratic primary winner. Let me just say this. When these politicians try to associate with our group, Black America, what they will do is start talking about struggle, right? As an immigrant, they will try to heighten our people's emotion concerning historically what people of European ancestry, we call them white people, have done in America that's bad and across the globe, right? They try to get us to align with them for the immigrants' best interests concerning white America, right? Or they'll say they're an African, or they'll say that the police see us all the same, blah, blah, blah. This man chose to use the fact that he's an African to align with elder or older Black voters. Social nerves here. Let's get into it. A reporter asked this man a question. He kind of made a statement in the question, but he made the statement so that this man could answer the question. I don't remember the question verbatim, but what was said is this: elder Black voters don't really see Abdul El-Sayed as their candidate, right? They can't align with him. They don't see him as someone that they feel confident about voting for, pretty much, right, is what was said. Abdul El-Sayed could have went directly into talking about why those elder or older Black voters should support him based on the type of policies he wants to implement, what his plans are, and what type of current policies he support, right? That's what he could have done. He could have definitely talked about his accomplishments and the good things he has done concerning working with the Black community in Detroit. What he chose to do is do the identifiers, right? His parents immigrated from Egypt. He's Egyptian. He said that he's Arab and he's also African. The African part, he led up to that, was to align with these elderly Black people, because here in America, many of us, we do not come from an immigrant background at all. Our people have been in the United States for a long time. We're the group of people that had enslaved ancestors here in America for multiple decades, for hundreds of years, right? It's a fact, right? And those people, many of them that were enslaved, their parents and grandparents and great-grandparents were brought into this country on a slave ship in Africa. And you know the story. If you don't, look up chattel slavery in the United States. And many of us have DNA straight out of the ancestry DNA test that tells us we have African ancestry. I myself, well, it used to be 69%. I don't know what these people are doing. My African ancestry is down to 65%, right? The last time I looked. Not only are they moving the African ancestry around, they're moving my other ancestries to different areas so they can pinpoint a little bit better, right? And I'm not unusual. A lot of us that are Black Americans have all kinds of ancestry, right? DNA. But this guy, back to the point, particularly said he was African to connect with the elder Black voters more than he's connected with them now. And don't go for it, people. Don't let someone use your emotion or genetic ancestry DNA connection to Africa to get you to vote for them. Don't do it. Some of these people, including racially Black people that come into the United States, they try to heighten the emotions of our people that fall for it in order to fight the oppressor on their behalf. Don't fall for this stuff. Don't be in a heightened state of emotion. Vote, right? Vote. But know that these politicians don't fix everything, and sometimes they don't fix nothing. Our goal should be to be prepared for whoever is in that White House, who's ever in the Senate or Congress, congressional people. We need to be quite intact with the news and who's running for local municipal government seats, state government seats, and most of all, ourselves, our behaviors, what we are doing, who we are working with in order to advance so that, there's not scarcity, right? When it comes to what's going to happen if they're in the White House, right? Can't depend on government. They're a mess, but we certainly can make demands and try to see that those demands are met. And we have to start looking out more for children, even the children that's not yours, in a positive way, right? In a positive way, in a positive influence. It is what it is. Just my thoughts, Social Nurse.